Hey guys, what's up? It's Mikey Chen. If you've been watching my vlog channel, you'll know that I am indeed leaving the Bay Area to go back to steamy hot summers, freezing cold winters, and mosquitoes, New York. Actually just made me really sad. But before I do, I wanted to make this one last video showing you guys some of my favorite places to eat in the Bay Area. So let's go. First place, QQ Noodle. I actually have a love-hate relationship with this place. The food does taste really good, but it's really expensive. But if you do come here, they have two locations. I'll put them in my description box. They always get packed. I mean, come here as soon as they open if you want to get a seat. What's really surprising about this menu is this is one of the few Chinese places that put the nutritional value of the food on the menu. I don't know how accurate this is, but it's good to see. It's good to see that your Chinese food is helping your body grow. And this, like I mentioned, is a problem I have with this place. For a $6, $7 dish, this is really tiny. I just noticed something. There's two locations of this place in the Bay Area. I think the Cupertino place is much better because one reason I keep coming back here was because of the pork burger, and the other place is loaded with pork, juicy pork. And the bun is nice and crispy on the outside, it's pretty thin. But this location, and it's a dramatic difference. You don't see much pork at all. And this bun is pretty soft on the outside. It's kind of thick. Man, this is not a good representation here. I am actually really shocked. This is the first time that happened on this show where I went to the same company, but a separate location. And the food is so different. I would not call this a good pork burger. That's horrible. Oh my God. That was barely swallowable. It's just really just dry dough. But the few times I've been to the other location, not like this at all. The bun was actually the highlight of my meal there, and this now is the low point. I decided to get two completely different noodles. They're both handmade, both fresh. This one is thin and it's dry, so this only has some tomato sauce, some eggs in there. Here we have the wide handmade noodles, and it's in a soup base. This is salsa mian, like I introduced to you guys before in the last Xi'an video. Salsa are these little diced up chunks of ingredients that includes meat, potatoes, carrots, tofu, and meats, and some scallions, and a little bit of eggs. I'm gonna go for the dry noodles first. The noodles are excellent. Super springy, chewy, elasticy texture. Sauce is nice. Actually, I like these noodles better when they're just in sauce and not in soup. And if you're a fan of the classic tomatoes and egg dish, you're gonna love this noodle. Luckily, the noodle quality between the two branches, I feel, is pretty consistent. They're about the same. Extremely saucy, extremely tomatoey and eggy. This is one of my favorite dishes to put over rice. Tomatoes and eggs over rice, one of the best things ever. On noodles, it might even be better. Now let's get to the soupy version. The noodle quality is excellent. This dish, like it should, is vinegary, it's spicy. You know how like the Sichuan people, they love spicy and numb flavoring? People from my hometown, Xi'an, Shanxi, we love vinegary and spicy. So this is right up my alley. And when you order this, you gotta drink the soup as well. I like that. I'm gonna actually dip this whole burger in this soup for a moment here. Even that is tough. And guys, I typically don't do this because I'm an advocate for wide noodles. I love wide noodles. But here, I feel like these thinner noodles, they got more chew. And the texture is so nice. I would recommend getting the thinner noodles when you come here. Just got back in the car. I have Jen and Jasmina with me because I'm eating a lot today, so they're helping me. The QQ Noodle location here, we've never been before. We usually go to the one in Cupertino. And the reason I wanted to put that in the video was because of how good their pork burger was. From my memory, it should be crispy, juicy, fatty pork burger that just melts in your mouth and absolutely delicious. And we definitely did not have that here. This is by far, we've been talking about it on the way here because Jen's also from Xi'an. This is by far the worst pork burger we've ever had in our lives.
Even for me.
Even for Jasmina. Like, it's the worst. So right now, we're on a mission. We're gonna go to the other branch of QQ Noodle, which we should have gone the first time. But you know what? It's good. It's good that we came here because this way we can tell you guys there's a branch that is just not, it's just horrible. So We're gonna go to the other branch, we're gonna order the pork burger, we're gonna make sure it's good. If it's not good, it's not gonna make it into this video. All right, you guys ready for pork burger number 2?
Let's go.
Let's go. We are at 九味锅王 or Sizzling Gourmet. You know what? The Chinese name, it just sounds so much fancier or more grand. In Chinese, it's actually 9 flavor king of pot. I just found this place a couple weeks ago and it's already becoming one of my favorites. So let's go get some dry hot pot. Got the menu, and what I like about it is there's pictures everywhere. I love it when a menu is like a kid's book. If you don't know what a dry hot pot is, well, just imagine a regular hot pot. Now take all the soup out of it, there you go. Essentially, you combine all the meats, all the vegetables, everything you would put into a hot pot, but instead you put into a wok, cook it with hot pot spices, and you got yourself a mala xiangguo or numbing, spicy, fragrant hot. And what I like about this place is they do have on weekdays individual servings, so you can actually pick out whatever flavor you want. So first thing you do is pick your main ingredient. It could be any one of the meats here. Then you choose your sub ingredients. This includes your vegetables, your tofus, whatever else you want resting next to your meat. After that comes the flavor. You can either have spicy, hot and sour, spicy, hot, garlic, or sweet and sour. I recommend either spicy or spicy and hot. I mean, if you want a sweet and sour, go get yourself a General Tso's chicken. Finally, is your level of spiciness. Last time I came, I got crazy spicy, which is called in Chinese 变态辣. It can also mean a lot of different things in Chinese. This is not a good word. Don't call anybody 变态 in Chinese. That's really bad. But in this case, it just means really insanely spicy. And it was insanely spicy, but I think I want to do that again. Last time I was here, I had the roasted fish pot, and that was amazing, guys. But today, the owner said they want to cook some special pots for me. I'm excited. I love surprises. Bring it on. First pot has arrived. Thank you so much. This is saliva inducing. One sniff and like my mouth is watering. Gloves, nice. The pot is being lit. I love eating dishes that either require a bib or gloves. I love getting messy with my food because inside this civilized foodie's body lies a primal, raging foodaholic. This pot is just sizzling right now. Let's see what's inside the shell. Whoa, oh my God, this whole thing is so steamy. We have the organs over here. Let's get to work. Now, I don't recommend just going in and grabbing this crab because it is gonna be incredibly hot. This crab right now, it is the hottest crab. It is a crab celebrity. It's at the top of their spice level. Let me try it out. Dip it in some seasoning. Oh my God. Sorry, I wasn't with you guys for a second. I was briefly transported to nummy, spicy, crabby heaven. Oh my goodness. Oh, this thing burns. It's burning in a good way though. Holy cow, it's just delicious. The crab is incredibly tender and it's soaked up all the awesomeness of the spicy juice. Like the joints here are my favorite parts of a Dungeness crab. Look at that, guys. Beautiful, succulent crab meat. There's so many different ingredients in this sauce. I taste a lot of chili pepper, obviously, ginger, a lot of peppercorn in here. This is delicious and a lot of fun. Whoa. That's like staring at a glorious sunrise. Maybe prettier and definitely more edible. This is all mine. I got a couple people here helping me film, but guys, sorry, it's mine. Sorry, Jen and Jazz, it's mine. You can have one each, maybe. Look at it, it's like 100 in here. Yo, there's a pork bone underneath here. It's like finding a hidden treasure, but better, because you can't eat a treasure. Oh man, look at the size of this bone. Oh, it just came off so easily. I'm gonna dip it in the sauce. I would like to savor this moment and dedicate it to all crawfish everywhere. Thank you for your sacrifice to make me happy. This is not typically in the crawfish pot, but you can specially order this bone for this pot, and I suggest you do. I do see that there's not a lot of meat on here, but whatever is on here has pure deliciousness. Oh my God. This sauce, so good. I'm gonna gnaw on this. Squeeze me for a second. There's 脆骨 on here, which means crispy bone. You can just bite the bone and start chewing.
So happy right now. So happy, so happy. It's my happy dance. It's my happy crawfish pork bone dance. Very specific.
Now, let's get to one of these babies. Look at these tiny little crawfish and how appetizing they can become after you cook it. I don't necessarily love crawfish because they don't have a lot of meat in there, and eating them, it's kind of a hassle. I feel sometimes you burn more calories trying to get into a crawfish than actually the meat is worth, but this looks so appetizing. I've got to dig in. Take one of these bad boys, and it's really simple. It's so hot. And just break them apart like this, and you suck the head. Suck all the organs and bring out of this. Take the other side out, and out comes this little sliver of meat. Kind of like a little lobster tail. Dip it in the sauce. Meat is tender, a little sweet. Pair that with the savory spiciness of the sauce. That's a fun little bite. It's a little bite, but it's a fun little bite. Let's hit repeat on that. There's a lot of happiness in here, and I can't wait to get to each one of them. I'm sorry, you guys can actually have some. People told me to share online, and I thought I'll try that out every once in a while, so yeah, you can have like three each, 4. Fine. You can, I'll share my crawfish with you. Not my pork bone though. By the way, I found out to get an extra pork bone in any pot, only $1.99. Do it. And this is so exciting. She brought me noodles, and you can dip the noodles in this awesome sauce. that's like my dream. But the key is, especially with this pot, you don't want to dip it too long because it's gonna get really salty. So let me take some noodles and dip it in here. Mix it all around. And now I'm gonna put it back in the bowl. This way I can let it migrate and interact with some sauceless noodles. And hopefully we can strike up a good balance. Oh, this noodle just became super yummy. Super spicy and super yummy. Trust me guys, do that. Oh, that's so good. You know, I almost feel like these noodles were already sauteed before, but just dip it and bring it out, and you have just leveled your noodles up to level insanity. Pot number 3. This is the xiangguo. So this is the fragrant pot. A lot of people come here because they like to get frog in their pot. I'm not into frog, but I am into everything here. Oh, actually, not into the broccoli. You guys can have the broccoli. You like broccoli? I hate broccoli. Broccoli is my mortal enemy. Look at all the stuff that's in here. We got fried shrimp, potatoes, bean sprouts, cauliflower, green peppers, carrots, red peppers, more tendon. It's like a treasure trove of deliciousness. If you guys never had tendon before, you're missing out. I absolutely adore tendon. It's chewy, a little gelatinous, but man, do I love the texture. No wonder they call this the fragrant pot. It is indeed very fragrant, and I suspect it has a lot to do with the amount of cilantro they put in here. So this is like a big Chinese dish in a dry pot. You got the crisp of the peppers, of the sprouts, you got the meatiness from the tendon, the shrimp. Overall, beautiful, colorful, well-balanced hot pot. What a great lunch. I have 4 pots total here. I had the fish, crawfish, crab, and the mixed pot with the shrimp and the beef tendon. My favorites, still gotta be the fish. That fish was so good. I didn't have it today, but there's a picture of it that I took. I mean, everything else today was incredibly delicious as well. I love the sauce, and I love that mystery pork bone surprise that was in my crayfish. If I'm ever in the Bay Area again, I will for sure be back, and you guys should definitely check this place out. The information, of course, in my description box. All right, on to location number 3. Ding Ding Dumplings. I tried to come here yesterday after the big meal of spicy hot pot, but it was closed on Tuesday. Why do you guys do that in the West Coast? Why do you close on a certain day? You should always be open. Anyway, let's go get some steamed dumplings. This place definitely has one of the better soup dumplings in the area. When I first moved here, I had trouble finding good soup dumplings because a lot of the soup dumplings I found here had no soup. I mean, it had like, you know, sweat, like just like dumpling sweat. But here the dumplings are actually really soupy, and what I really enjoy at this place is their house special barbecue chicken and their steamed dumplings. Their steamed dumplings here, that's off the hook. I love it when I go to restaurants and they give you little pre-appetizer appetizers for free. It's kind of rare, and this is like little cold potato, shredded potatoes, which I love this. No. Don't tell them that, but I would have paid for this. Look at that. I love getting this too. This is a half a roasted chicken. First saw this, it just looks so appetizing because it's charred so nicely on the outside. This is probably the driest piece of this whole chicken. I want a piece with a skin. Oh, you know what? This is the best piece. This is awesome. I feel like there's some oyster sauce in here. A little sweet, savory, really tender. It is a tad dry, like I said, but for me, the flavor makes that all okay. Oh, thank you so much. We got a couple different noodles today. This is the Qishan Mian. I've introduced this a lot in the last couple of videos. On top, carrots, potatoes, pork, and their noodles. Check out their noodles. Wow. All the hot chili oils on the bottom. The noodles they have here is a lot thinner than the ones we've had before. Oh man, it smells so good. I need this in my life so much right now. I already love you. So happy that I met you, that you're in my life. I'm so sad I'm leaving. Oh man, the noodles are a little less spongy and springy than I usually like, but this is probably the best flavored noodle dish I've had in the Bay Area so far. This is a glorious medley of spice and vinegar and meat, potatoes, everything I love in my life, all condensed into one bite. And they make it actually very vinegary and exactly how I like it. You guys gotta get this. You must get this when you come here. Oh my God. There's some cumin in here as well. The soup dumpling has arrived. I can tell right away the soup dumpling skin is not as thin as my favorite place in New York City, but you can tell there's a lot of soup in here. Let's see how much. That's quite a bit of soup. That's a big spoonful of soup that's in this dumpling. That's nice. That's called the dumpling soup test. It's used to identify soup dumpling frauds. The soup dumplings that can't fill a spoonful of soup, those are just called dumplings. Hot oil. Oh, that's a satisfying slurp of soup. Let's try the dumpling itself. That is wonderful. Oh, that's a good soup dumpling. The skin is actually not as thick as I thought. Very meaty dumpling. Like I said, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, soup dumpling in the Bay Area. Right here. This is jiajiangmian, but kind of a variation. It's spicy jiajiangmian. If you guys don't know what jiajiangmian is, it's noodles covered in fermented bean paste sauce, and it's really popular in Korea and China. And in this dish, I got thin noodles because I like my noodles in all shapes and sizes. Oh, they have cumin in here as well. Oh, the steamed dumplings are here. I love it when my dumplings are almost taller than I am. Usually this dish, you don't put cumin in here, and usually it doesn't come out spicy right from the beginning. But I love cumin, I love spice, so I should theoretically love this. That was like a breath of bliss. It tastes like jiajiangmian, so it's a little sweet. It's crunchy because of the bean sprouts and the cucumber. For sure not spicy enough for me, but every other box, that's checked. I never thought about putting cumin in noodles, but now that it's infused with that cuminy aroma, I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Cumin in your noodles. It 100% needs more hot oil. The spice element is the only thing kind of weak here, so let's remedy that. I don't think their hot oil is really hot enough, so I might need to add more later, but amazing. If you can, get them both. Where if you come in with two people, get them both and share. Well, you know what? Come by yourself, get both, eat it all, you only live once. Steamed dumplings. Usually when you go to Chinese places, you get boiled dumplings where you get fried dumplings. Rarely do they also serve you steamed dumplings. I already punctured it. Check out how thin the skin is, and there's soup inside. You guys see that? And the filling is incredibly substantial. You see how that juice bursts out of this dumpling? That is a good dough to filling ratio. And man, look how thin that skin is. Thick dumpling dough is my pet peeve. I hate it when you take a bite and it's all doughy and not meaty at all. Oh, not this dumpling. That's so good. Let's try another one. Oh, this one's already broke. Words cannot explain how much I love this steamed dumpling. I love it. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Actually, I got two different kinds. That was the pork, and I wanted to try the fish. My dipping sauce is basically 90% hot oil. Oh, it's juicy. Look how snowy white it is. That's delicious. Last dumpling of the meal. Oh man, look how pretty that is. Look at a lovable doughboy. Oh, so hot. Whew. Red bean paste in the middle. Did that just sound like a horse? I'm surprised because I typically don't like red bean buns at all. This is incredibly good. Again, the dough is not overwhelmingly thick. Also, the sweet bean paste is not overly sweet. This is like a beautifully balanced red bean bun. It even tastes like they put dates in here. Wow. Well, that's it. What a great couple of days just running around, filming videos, stuffing my face. It's all really just an excuse to stuff my face. This place, I'm gonna definitely miss. You guys need to come here for some steamed dumplings and the noodle that I ordered. Oh, and those sweet red bean buns with dates inside. Oh, one thing we didn't try is the hawthorn on a skewer. You know what? We can get that in New York, I think. But guys, all the places I went to in this video is, of course, in my description box below. And I just want to say, I am leaving San Francisco Bay Area tomorrow. I do want to say that I love this place. I've called this place home for the last 8 months, and nothing but spectacular. You guys have no mosquitoes here. You don't understand how lucky you are. Also, I'm telling you this right now. Seasons are completely overrated. I mean, if you really want seasons, go home, turn your thermostat up to 90, the next day turn it down to 30. So thank you to all those who watch my videos in the Bay Area. And it was great meeting those of you who I met on random occasions. So guys, until we eat again, and I'll definitely eat again here, I'll see you later.